Beautiful soul. This is Amara. I hope everyone is doing amazing today. We have the 1111 portal. So if this message, this video has found you, it's for a reason. I'm going to read exactly the message that I received from the divine, from the beautiful light beings. They wanted to share this message for you. And I'm going to read it exactly as how I wrote it down. For those of you that don't know me, I'm a quantum healer. I also channel light frequencies, but I also channel to writing. So I did receive this message, and the message that I received is very clear. Many of you have been living under the weight of invisible beliefs. The whisper that says to you that you're not enough at times, that you're too late, that no one cares. And the divine and the light beings, as they were sharing that message, that transmission this morning for me, they also said those are not your true identity. They said those are actually survival memories that still reside within you. But they also said very clearly through the transmission that this 1111 portal brings the energy that we need as a collective to dissolve this mental prisons once and for all. So this portal holds that powerful, beautiful energy. I don't know about you, but I have been feeling it from my heart since I woke up this morning. They also said that you are being asked to take your power back. The future is not fixed. It is being written by you right now through your daily choices. The guides also showed me that fate is not something that happens to you. It's something that you co-create every time you choose fate instead of the energy of fear. Every time you move forward instead of waiting for permission. You're also being called to integrate your light and your shadow. They were very specific about asking you, and for me to share this for you, that it is important that you stop rejecting the parts of you that you think are too dark, right? Like those shadow parts that we all have, right? So they said anything that you feel as too complicated, maybe too painful for some of you. They said healing for you, my beautiful soul, will not come through fighting your shadow. Okay? That's part of the shadow work that we all have to do at one point or another. That's what makes us grow. That's what makes us better. They also said that when you understand this, that your shadows are also sacred. They're also part of the light, right? They said every wound that you had, every challenge that you had encountered, it's also part of that learning experience. It's part of that wisdom that lives within you. And as I'm saying that, I'm seeing 333 on the recording of this video. So that's a sign from our guides, right? They said every fear carries a key, right? A key that is important within your soul learning, within your soul ascension process. They said also that the beautiful energy around 1111, right? This beautiful portal. It's also going to bring for some of you like more intuition. And I'm also hearing this as I'm reading the channeling from earlier that some of you are going to get more intuition activated within you for some reason that holds the power to do that. For some of you, not for everyone, but I feel like some of you are going to get something that has to do with your intuition where it's going to be like heightened in a way. And they said to me earlier that you might feel emotional, sensitive, maybe even overwhelmed for some of you. But the guidance, right? That's like the guidance that is telling us that we're going on the right direction, we're going on the right path. Just those feelings of overwhelm and sensitivity and emotions that many of us have carried through the past few days, not specifically today, but I feel before the portal, right? Because it started before 11:11. So if you have felt some of that energy, it's not, there's nothing wrong with it. It's actually telling you you're on the right path. You are releasing, right? And they also said that it's important for you to really trust that inner knowing, that, that intuition that basically tells you that. And then they're saying right now, as I'm trying to read this, they're saying, like, don't think with your ego mind, don't think with logic, right? Just think with your heart, with your intuition, connect with that, and you will know that you are on the right path, regardless of what you might currently see in the outside. They said also, which was very beautiful, I hear earlier in the morning, to let the collective know, let you know that there is a lot of divine guidance around you during these times. Like, you are supported, you are guided, and it's important that you trust that. Don't doubt it. Like, they are really, your spiritual team. We all have one, and I feel like now more than ever, they're guiding us, they're holding us by the hand, and they're really walking with us. So, and they wanted me to reassure that when I recorded this video, so you could hear that, like, you're divinely supported, and I'm hearing that again as I'm speaking. They also said it's important for some of you to maybe slow down, maybe take some time to connect with your breathing, right? Super important. But make sure you do, when you do breathing, it's like they're saying you have to, like, breathe consciously, right? Breathing has a very, very powerful energy, and we can apply it in our daily lives in whichever way that you feel guided to. But even just breathing consciously, right? That's also important during this process, because they want to make sure that you feel safe again, right? And breathing also has that power, right? Like, it has, I feel like it can do wonders, but specifically when we're going through those challenging times, just breathing and breathing consciously is super important for the collective. If you're hearing this transmission, again, it's for a reason. And they also said that the past is closing for you. So it's an energy of, hey, it's the past energy is closing, and there is no more time to carry old stories, like that the old version of yourself is fading away. So as many of us experience those extra sensitive times, overwhelming times, probably during the past few months, maybe a few days, maybe a few weeks for some of you, it's because we are basically um, removing, or the guides are helping us remove those old versions of ourselves, so that we really go into that true alignment of what is our true essence, what is our true higher self, right? So as we go through this, and as we do receive the support from our beautiful light beings, it's also important to understand that we are coming through times of also celebration, right? But then they said earlier, and the divine was connecting with me, and this is what I hear, right? It's celebrate not because everything is perfect, but because you made it here. And that's the key message today. Celebrate, right? Sometimes we tend to celebrate because of what we achieve, and sometimes we connect more with that future energy. But what was important, and the beautiful message that I received earlier this morning for you, is that celebrate for your achievements. You are here. You have gone through a lot. So that is your true celebration. Also celebrate because you are awake. Also celebrate because your soul choose this exact moment in the history to remember the light. It sounds simple, right? But guess what? We have done a lot of work, a lot of inner work, a lot of soul work just to get to this moment. Sometimes when we think as our human version, we have a tendency to forget that, right? Everything that we have done, we are here for a reason. we plan everything before we came on this incarnation. And that's what is beautiful, right? We have that opportunity to make things better. We have that opportunity to be grateful for every day, be grateful for just being awake. One more beautiful day to make things better and to also help others, right? That's also part of the plan for many of you. And they also said this is the final transmission, and I'm going to read it to you. This 111 portal is not about seeking miracles outside of yourself. It's about realizing that the miracle of being alive, breathing, transforming, and creating a new destiny from the light you already are. That was the final beautiful transmission that I received from the divine. And I wanted to show you before I end this transmission, I wanted to show you some of the cards, right? Because when I'm doing channeling through writing, sometimes I also like to do channeling through some cards so that I can basically channel the information, because some of you might be more visual, right? And sometimes people like to see visual. So this is the first card that came out for you as the collective. So this is the information that they share, right? This is going away. All those self-limiting beliefs, that old version of yourself, like you're breaking basically self-limiting beliefs. And that takes a lot. So feeling overwhelmed at times, feeling a little bit more sensitive, a little bit more emotional, it's basically your sign that you are going on the right direction. Trust me, my beautiful soul. So this was your first card. Basically, I pull it minutes after I received that message so that I could share something more visual for some of you that are more visual like myself. But at the same time, look, it's very, I mean, the synchronicities, right? Embrace not just the light, embrace also that shadow, right? That's what gets us to the learning. That's what gets us to explore that wisdom that lives within us. So that's also important. But what is also important is that we have the power of changing our destiny or creating it, right? So we make that through daily choices. There is days, right, better than others, but it's okay. We don't blame ourselves. Like, let's say we had a bad day, we all have those, right? We wake up the next day and we're like, I'm gonna do it better. And that's what really matters. That inner voice that is guiding you, where you really acknowledge, maybe I didn't have the best day, but I'm going to make it better. That's what makes it important, right? We have the power of making those changes and creating our reality, or co-creating our reality with the divine. And also, if you see here, and I'm going to show you this cards, right? So this talks about, and I hope you can see it, but you know, it's basically the channeling. This talks about letting go of that past version, but also taking the time to connect with our breathing, right? It's super, super important. If you're seeing this message, just connect with your breathing. It can be as simple and as easy as just breathing consciously, or if you want to integrate more powerful breathing techniques like the fire breathing or any of your choice, there is a lot of videos on YouTube that can guide you. Maybe the Winkhoff, not giving promotion, but I follow those. Beautiful, beautiful, and they do work. And then also, right, this message was basically about celebrating, but it's not about celebrating and waiting for that future celebration or where we want to see ourselves. That's important, right? But what gets us to there is celebrating the now, celebrating how far we got in the today. That's what will also help you co-create that future better version of yourself. So that ends with the transmission for today. I send you so much love. I thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I will try to take some time. My schedule is very busy, but I'm going to try my best to send you some powerful rituals and maybe some healing energy videos. I will try to post some more as time permits. So that is the end of the transmission. Again, I thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.